Hello everyone, Brandon Montemayor here with Montemayor Associates, your number one real estate resource. So first and foremost, I hope you and your family are staying healthy and safe out there with all this craziness going on. And as we all know, things are tricky right now. Things are tricky for us for a few reasons. One, we are sensitive and well aware of what's happening out there in the world, and we know that there's some things, not great things happening out there that are far more important than real estate. But second, we do know that real estate is an important investment to most people, and some people have plans to move, sell, possibly refinance to help out during these tough times. So we're getting that question a lot, and that's what we like to share with you, is questions we get often about what's happening out there in the real estate market. So people want to know, is this COVID-19 situation creating a housing crisis? All right. And I think the quick answer is no. And we're going to give you 5 reasons why we feel it's not. So, many of us have experienced financial hardships and losses when it came to the recessions that we were previously experiencing. But we got to understand that today we are dealing with a health crisis. Back then in 2007 and 8, we were dealing with the financial crisis. All right, so one of the things we need to look at is appreciation. So when we look at appreciation, and we're going to throw a visual up here for you, there's a big difference between the 6 years prior to the housing crash and the most recent 6-year period of time. So leading up to the crash, we had a much higher appreciation in this country than we see today. So in fact, the highest level of appreciation most recently is below the lowest level we saw leading up to the last crash. So prices have been rising a lot lately, but not at the rate anywhere near where they were before, when we had runaway appreciation and ran into all those issues. So number 2, mortgage credit. So the mortgage credit availability index, which we're going to throw up here for you now too, is a monthly measure by the Mortgage Bankers Association. If you ever see that acronym MBA, that's Mortgage Bankers Association. And it gauges the level of difficulty to secure a loan. So as you'll see in this graph here, and the higher the index is, the easier it is to get a loan. The lower the index is, the harder. So today we're nowhere near the levels we were seeing before that whole bubble and crash. So after the crash, you see how much tougher it was to get a loan, and those guidelines have kind of stuck around with us since then. So number 3, the number of homes for sale. So you've probably heard this in other videos, but we are still definitely experiencing a shortage in inventory. And as of today in Santa Clarita, and we're about mid-April, we're at 343 available homes, and that's from $100,000 manufactured homes up to multi-million-dollar custom homes, 343 across the board. Okay, so definitely a shortage of inventory, and that undersupply is definitely keeping things level. Very difficult to do for those prices to go anywhere if there is not that competition and less demand. So number 4 is use of home equity. So as you'll see in this next chart we'll throw up, it shows the difference between how people are accessing equity in their homes today as compared to 2008. So many people were taking cash out refinances on their home and really using it as a they were harvesting equity out of their home in order to finance lifestyles. Today, banks are tighter and people are a little bit more aware and careful on how they're doing that. And then the 5th reason why we feel this is not a housing crisis, it's a health crisis, is home equity today. Today, close to like 54% of homes across the country have at least 50% equity, with a lot of people owning their homes free and clear. So when you have that many people with that much equity, and again, because what the prices have done over the years, almost everyone has equity out there for the most part, people are less likely to walk away from homes. And that was what was happening last time, was people got into bad loans, had no incentive to stick it out, so they walked away, and boom, we had the issue. So I think it comes down to, bottom line, is that this COVID-19 crisis, all right, is causing different challenges across the country than other ones we faced in 2008. So back then we had a housing crisis. Today we're facing a health crisis. So again, It's a crisis nonetheless. And again, we're very sensitive to the fact that this is affecting all of us and we're all in this together. But we want to make sure we're giving you the right information and the facts, the numbers, right? These things are changing all the time. But as of right now, the way things are lined up, right, we're still sitting in a good spot real estate wise. So if you have any questions, want to know about your particular home or just any options out there to possibly help out during this time, whether it's buying or selling, refinancing, or just questions in general, you know where to find us. We're here. We'd love to help out, friends, family, anyone you need that has questions. Again, they don't need to be buying or selling. Doesn't matter to us. We want to help. If it helps you sleep a little bit better at night to get some questions answered, bring us in. Let us go to work and help your family out there. So that's it. Again, hope you're staying healthy and safe out there. And call us if you need us. We'll talk to you soon.